Klingman's Dome parking lot. The weather is nothing like I said it was gonna be. On our way to do the Andrews Ball Trail. Ian couldn't make it today, so it's just me and kiddo. And the weather was all nice in Gatlinburg. The further we came up the mountain, it turned into this. You can't see a thing. And it's cold. We did not come dressed and prepared for this type of weather. There it is. There's the trail we were gonna do. Which I don't think we're gonna do now. So we don't have any cold weather stuff, especially her. So just thought I don't know what we're gonna do. This may not even make it to a video, but in case it does. Anyways, be back. It was supposed to be a nice hike with my daughter to Andrews Bald. My son was unable to hike today, so the short, beautiful trail near Klingman's Dome was the destination for our adventure. Weather before I left for Gatlinburg promised mostly sunny and temps in the low 70s for this area of the Smokies. It wasn't even close. So, not prepared for a cold, windy, and rainy hike, Cheyenne and I opted for a change in plans. Simply to explore the park from Newfound Gap along Highway 441 to the Onakalufty Visitor Center. Check out some of the amazing things we found. It became a memorable day after all. Look at that. That's an awesome view. Still don't know what we're doing, but had to get some shots of that. Be back. Okay, we are on the North Carolina side of 441, which we hardly ever go on. And if you see up there, Klingman's Dome area up in the clouds, that's where we were earlier. You can't even see those peaks. It's so dark up there. It's actually kind of cool, but it was too cold. If I would have had the proper, if I would have dressed properly, we would have done it. But the weather report didn't show that it was going to be that. But this is the Smokies. Weather changes. Still don't know where we're headed to, but man, look at that view. Awesome. Be back. I was disappointed to be ill-prepared and missed out on hiking today, but this was still the Smokies. Therefore, there were still many opportunities for fun. Look at that over there. That's just gotten even more cloudy and dark up there over Klingman's Dome. That's just crazy. We're in a web overlook. Web overlook. And now I kind of wish we were still up there. Okay, be back. We've only traveled down Highway 441 past Newfound Gap maybe twice before in all our visits into the Smoky Mountains, so I wasn't as familiar with what lay along this portion of the road. The roadway overlooks were absolutely breathtaking. However, the best was still yet to come. Let's see here. Mingus Mill, 1886 Turbine Mill. For over 50 years, the mill you are approaching ground corn into meal and wheat into flour for the mountain community of Mingus Creek. Place up a wooden water wheel, small steel turbine provided power to run the mill stones and machinery. Rehabilitated by the Park Service in '68. The mill operates in the summer as a historical exhibit. Cool, man. Let's go check it out. The Mingus Mill is a late 1800s grist mill still in operation. It's staffed from April to October. It uses a water-powered turbine instead of the usual water wheel. The on-site miller grinds corn into cornmeal, which is available for purchase. Hours are 9 to 5 daily. Cookbooks, lye soap, wheat flour, cornmeal, and brochures are also available for purchase. It's a cool place to visit. You should go see it. Wow. As we walked toward the mill I never knew was here, the stream and scenery around it was classic Smokies. Rhododendron was everywhere, and the soothing sounds of the waters began lifting my spirits over our mist hiking adventure. Things were beginning to look up. Oh wow. I wonder where that goes. Look at the flowers. Well, the rhododendron's going to be flowering soon. Wow. I wonder if it's open and we can go in. See, the windows are open. And the door's open. Sweetness. Hey.
Might need your flash or a little bit extra light.
Yeah. Wow.
It came up to me in the last minutes.
Look at that. Entering the mill, we seem to step back in time. It's said that families living in the area before the creation of the park would gather here to have their corn and wheat milled and to barter with the others who had gathered to do the same. It was like a weekly flea market of the times. I could almost see the scene in my mind. second floor. There's another floor, but you can't get to it. Mingus Mill restoration. 37 Mingus Mill was one of the first buildings restored as an historical structure in the newly created Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Labor for the restoration work was provided by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the Depression Area Public Works Program. The mill was well preserved, and there were information plaques all around explaining the mill's history and what each piece of machinery did. For a big history buff, it was quite fascinating. Wow. I never knew this was here. Records indicate that wheat cleaner in Mingus Mill was shipped to Silver Creek, New York. From Silver Creek, New York to Whitaker, North Carolina in 1886. Price of $85. That's that horse-looking thing right there. Wheat cleaner. Oh, there's the instruction sheet. You can't hardly read. What is that big old thing? Bolting chest. After wheat is ground into flour, a conveyor or bucket belt transported to the bolting chest located on the second floor. That's what this thing is here. What does it do? Oh, it sifts. The sifting or bolting was accomplished by passing the flour to the inside of a rotating horizontal wood reel covered in bolts. Various grades of flour sifted through the cloth, dropped into hoppers on the bottom floor. Pretty cool. Wish we could get upstairs. Okay. I'm gonna go outside, but be back. Check it out. What are we grinding wheat?
No, we grind corn.
That's corn?
Yeah, we don't do wheat anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, there's the corn right there. If I'd have just looked. Let's see. The mill was staffed by 3 park volunteers that taught about the mill's operation, history, and demonstrated how it all worked. They were very friendly, and it was interesting watching the actual demonstration. One volunteer had a banjo with him, and I can imagine a little music would have been in order if the crowd was a bit larger than just Cheyenne and I. Yeah, that's how they did it in the old days. No, they don't have any huckleberry. They got blackberry. Let's go check out the river and stuff. Okay, we'll be back. I guess that's where they would bring the water in to turn the whatever it's called. Yeah, the wheels on the inside. Oh, here we go. So the water comes down, and I guess there's like a pipe or something underneath, and that turns the turbine, which turns all the stuff that's in there. That's pretty cool. This is like a much bigger one than that one that's in Cades Cove. Oh, this is cool. This mill used a water turbine to operate the machinery within, rather than the typical water wheel, such as the mill in Cades Cove. We then walked along the path to see the amazing 19th century mountain engineering used to redirect water from the nearby river to bring it to the mill that makes this entire operation possible. I read that the design of this mill was unique and ahead of its time when it was constructed. It was quite a thing to see. So I guess they redirected water from the river up here to bring it to the grist mill. Dang, this goes pretty far back. So, as much as I've been in the Smokies, I'm still learning about it. I never knew any of this was here. Ah. So they directed water off this river over here. This is where they redirected it. Pretty ingenious. Okay, be back. It wasn't just Mingus Mill that makes this spot in the Smokies so magical. It was the magic of the Smokies themselves. I couldn't help taking in the sights and sounds of the area before we continued on to whatever else we might see today. I love the Appalachians more than I could possibly put into words. Looking around at all this, can you not see why? Elk on the side of the road. Here's one over here. So look, we're gonna do a trail after all. Yep. Look, there's a squirrel out there checking out the crops that they put in. Now, check out this tree. That looks like everybody climbs on. What river did it say this was? I forgot. The Okanalufty River Trail. Yeah. And that's the visitor center for said river, which I can't pronounce. No pets. Sorry, Cheyenne, gotta go back to the car. Oh wait, you're not a pet. Yeah, funny. So they have a recreated farm here. Look, with animals. There's some chickens. Behind the Okanalufty Visitor Center was the Okanalufty River Trail and the adjoining Mountain Farm Museum. The recreated 19th century farm, complete with log structures, including barns, apple house, blacksmith shop, and even an outhouse to demonstrate life on the farm in 19th century Appalachia. At times, there are actual demonstrations by volunteers, but unfortunately, there were none today. Ash hopper. It's produced live for making soap. Ashes were removed from stoves and fireplaces stored in ash hoppers created to make one of live. Huh. So they would make soap out of ashes. That's kind of interesting. Here's a farmhouse. Can't go in, but you can stick your head in. Look how little the bed was, kiddo. Of course, the good thing you don't let people in there, because then people would graffiti everything and bust everything. Yeah. The meat house. Yeah.
No offense, but my legs would hang off the end.
Protected the most valuable commodities on the mountain farm, the meat. Common meat was pork. Without refrigeration, salting and smoking were the most common means of preserving meat and protecting it from insects and bacteria.
They even got the old meat still.
No, that's all fake. They're just showing you what it was like. Hey, look, that's an outhouse. That's where they would go, you know.
Take a crap.
Yeah, that. Hey, let's get a close-up of it. Pretty cool, huh? And just think, in the wintertime when there's like 3 feet of snow on the ground, they would have to come out here to use the bathroom. So I'd say they was pretty cold.
And how they would wipe.
Hands. Chicken house.
Maybe they have little claws or something.
But no chickens. Oh, these are apple trees. Around the heirloom apple trees to help aid their survival. Damage to apple trees is caused by elk. And it's raining. Apple house. So this is where they would store the apples, huh? To make cider, vinegar, applesauce, apple butter, and pies. Bunch of bamboo in there. Sorghum Mill. Sorghum cane, crop grown on many mountain farms, used to produce sorghum molasses. I think that's how you pronounce that. But their form of sugar that they used back then. Let's get under the trees. Wow. Okay. Be back. Water troughs. I'm gonna guess, and there's these things, that this was like the laundry room. You'd wash your clothes. See that thing right there? That's where they would rub the clothes against it to get the stains out. So I'm gonna assume, oh yeah, spring house. Hey, there's a audio thing. Spring house. If we would have walked this way, we would have seen it. A 30-minute self-guided tour is available for rent at the nearby visitor center that gives detailed information about each exhibit as you walk along the farm. Again, I love history, as does most of my family, so this exploration of the old farm was interesting for us. The attention to detail was awesome. We'd heard that elk sometimes graze in the fields just beyond the farm. This is a great place to take family and kids. We recommend it. It's just another amazing thing to do within the Great Smoky Mountains. Wow, it's got the bellows and everything in it too. You have the fire going in there, and they would use that to get the coals hotter. It blows air in there. so they could heat the metal. 'Cause when the metal gets heated, you could bend it easier and make it into things that you want. Okay, be back. This appears to be the main barn. That's usually when I get the hay. At least, I think. Oh, here's the horse stalls. Where the horsies. Oh, some plows. Oh, check it out. Old wagons. Look at this one over here. I bet these were like the working wagons here, where they put the crops and whatever in. And then this one back here was the going into town wagon. No, I'm guessing at all this. I do not know any of that for certain. I'm just using logic to, piece together what I'm seeing. And all the different machineries and stuff like this, and I don't know what they are. I see a sign saying what this is. Nope, don't know what it is. No sign. Oh, corn crib, gear shed. Okay. Oh, this is where they would grow the cane to make their sorghum, or however you pronounce that. They would grow that out in there. Oh, here we go. Corn cribs house the family's most important crop. Corn fed humans and livestock. Families consumed it both fresh and as cornmeal, cooked into dishes such as mush and cornbread. Want to try some mush? You can still see the what do they call those? When you shuck off the corn, that stuff. It's still in there. Okay. We're going to go check out the pigsty. Be back. Okay. Pigsty. Or hogs. These are hogs, according to the sign. Main source of meat.
You guys stink.
Oh, there's a third one. Yeah. How's it going, guys? No, I ain't petting you. I don't care. Complain. Go talk to the manager. Pigs are gross, huh? But man, they make nice yummy bacon. P.U. Smelly. Okay, now we're following along that river trail, which I don't remember the name of because I couldn't pronounce it, so yeah. Alright, be back. Yeah. Check out that mayapple out there. Got some wild geranium over here. Let me get a shot of it. Check that out. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. I got some stills. I hope this is the trail. Oh, I see more people, so yeah, I guess it is. My God, I was getting in the woods somehow today. Check out this intersection of rivers right here. Ah, the beauty of the rivers. They are as soothing as they are beautiful. The river trail goes beyond the farm museum for about another mile, all the way to the park boundary. Yes, I was getting a trail today, one way or another. Wow. Okay, be back. Check that out. Still walking along the river. There's a bunch more of that stuff. Mountain dog hobble. Be back. Okay. So that sign back there said that these waters here are controlled by the Cherokee. Since I think that's the reservation, start of the reservation on that side. I don't know that for certain. I just know we're that close to the park boundary. And lady back at the visitor center said that this trail that we're on goes to the park boundary with the Cherokee Reservation. And this bridge may cross over to it. Again, I don't know that for certain. In fact, I can see a sign up there that says Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Gatlinburg. So, yeah, I'm assuming. Once we get up there, I'll know that more for sure. Pretty cool. Be back. Hey, chicken. Looking for some bugs. Okay, we're going to the visitor center. The long worded name that I can't pronounce, visitor center, right there. We're gonna go in there in just a minute. Be back. Check it out. Oaken the Lofty Visitor Center. That's pretty good, wasn't it? Okay, go in there. Okay. Sweet Voices of the Smokies. Oh, this is what she was talking about. Or you could listen to the people that interviews of the people that used to live here. Here's the punch in the number for the different people. This one's working. You might want to turn it up. They might be turned down. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Look, used to live in Elkmont. Farms. They were mountain people.
Maybe they should have made it so something fun like
So it's got a little museum in it of the people who used to live in this area back before the creation of the park. And of course, you got to have a moonshine still. You can't talk about the Appalachians without a moonshine still. Yeah, that's how they used to kill them. Slit their throats and just let them bleed out. And then they cut them up. Cool, huh? No, it's not real. Whereas the Sugarland Visitor Center displayed a small museum of the wildlife of the Smoky Mountains, the Oconaluftee Visitor Center has a museum showcasing the lives of the people that used to call this area home. It was quite a cool thing to check out. Fire. Check it out. We've been there. It's the Alum Cave Trail right there. Oh, here's Abrams Falls. Been there. Look, there's Clingman's Dome. That's where we were earlier. Couldn't see a thing. And here's where we are now. Okay, we're gonna go look at the gift stuff. Too many people in there, probably don't want to be filmed, so I'm gonna stop her for now. Crap, there's my phone in the car. Well, we're on our way back home. We spent some time down in Cherokee on the Cherokee Indian Reservation. And seen some other things. So we're ending up here on Newfound Gap Overlook. And what a difference from this morning. We got blue sky. Wind, well, it's still a little bit of wind, but not much. And the temperature's a heck of a lot more than this morning. There's the road down the Cherokee. We just came up that road. Oh, taking pictures?
Yeah, we went to the house to get his medicine.
Cool. The views of the upper elevations of the Smokies are almost indescribable. Here on Newfound Gap, I've taken many shots of these amazing vistas, and I'm drawn into this beauty every time. This hiking season, we may have come to the Smokies quite often, and I have a couple other hikes planned here, but I'm always drawn to these mountains. Can you blame us? Some AT through hikers. Because right over there is the AT.
You like it?
Yeah. I'm gonna get the mountains over there. Yeah. There it is. Appalachian Trail. Katahdin, Maine, 1,972 miles. Look, there's a white blaze up there.
I guess the parker just got a new vehicle.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
The North Carolina side wasn't that busy. Like over here.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this crazy video. Check out our channel, and all our other videos that actually are about hiking. Like and subscribe, and join us next time. Keep your stick on the ice. Adios. We may have missed out on another day of hiking, but my daughter and I still had an amazing adventure in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This place is a treasure every time we visit. The Smokies is not just a place to go hiking, though that's what we love the most about it. It's also one of the most stunning places, not only in Tennessee, but in the entire eastern United States. We will continue to come here as long as we remain in Tennessee. Come visit this magical park if you haven't already. If you have visited, come back. There's always more to see, as we discovered today. So from our family to yours, we wish you health and happiness, and we'll see you all out on the trail.